Hey, I'm Luke, and this is my wife Alba, and our two boys, Kai and Nalu. But let me take you back to when it was just the two of us. We were avoiding the cold weather and travelling around the south of Spain in our van, a van we bought for less than £1,500. We fixed up the exterior and gave her a fresh coat of paint, ripped out the old interior, prepped for all the new connections, insulated the walls and ceiling, built a new kitchen, cladded all the walls, fitted a new solar system, and made our very own dream home on wheels. But before the two of us became three, we knew we needed something a little bit bigger for our family home. And this is what we found. A 1972 Mercedes 508D. The old girl had been sitting for a while and not in the best condition, so we knew we had a lot of work ahead of us. So be sure to subscribe to follow along on our journey of turning this rusty old girl into a dream family home. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Mercedes 508D renovation. In episode 1 we introduced you to our new van and gave you a quick tour. In this episode we'll be ripping everything out so we can see exactly what we are dealing with and how much work we will have to do. The first job is to clear all the old stuff out this van.
Hola Luke!
As we were cleaning everything out we started to get a good look at how the old bed system used to work. It looks like it used to have two sofas at the back that converted into a bed, just like our first van. But the last owners had changed this into a fixed bed and used some old filing cabinets as the frame. The piles of stuff to be recycled is starting to build up already. From barbecues to bags of DVDs, this van was storing it all. And there was so much wood left over. Some of this wood we can reuse, the rest we can use on the fire. We did however manage to find most of the old badges. These I'll hopefully be able to clean up and refit to the van. We also cleared all the wood out from the shower and can now see that it's another unfinished job. The shower tray is new but very thin and cheap, so not something we'll be reusing. And the toilet is a chemical caravan toilet. And although they do a good job, we'd rather a compost toilet, so later we'll get this removed also. The curtains for sure we will be removing, as they are dated and just not our style. Before we go any further, I wanted to say a big thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, and it encrypts all the data sent between your device and the internet, making sure nobody can steal your information. If you travel in your camper, a VPN is a must, for two reasons. In van life, you're likely to find yourself on public Wi-Fi. Here, it's especially important to protect your sensitive information. But also, maybe you just want to check something from back home. With a VPN, you can browse any content just like you would at home, with no restrictions. But why Surfshark? Surfshark is the only VPN provider where with just one account it gives you unlimited simultaneous connections so you can protect all your devices. It's super fast and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. If you'd like more information, check the link in the description or scan the QR code on your screen now. And back to the van. More screws and brackets coming out, the bed is completely out, and I had some fun getting these big, old and very heavy filing cabinets out. Oh, and just so you know, it's a pretty big drop out the back doors. Bit by bit, the van is getting more and more empty, and we're starting to see what we'll be working with. The bathroom started super quick and easy to remove, then became more and more frustrating with hidden screws, nails, and a very confusing structure. The toilet was held in with just one small screw, but the base and the frame had been built to survive anything. Once the bathroom was finally out, I moved on to the Hello, lover.
How are you doing?
Going mad. Literally, the last thing out of this van is going to be this cabinet.
Daddy get it! Bien!
What do I get for my work, babe? 20 cents. We managed to switch roles, so while I looked after Kai, Albie managed to get the wood coverings off the walls to reveal the insulation. For the most part, it looked good. However, it was missing in some places and not the type of insulation we wanted, so this will all come out too. Now to take out the dining table and seats. I'll just put that there. This wood is really good. It's lightweight and strong, so I will be reusing as much of this as possible later in the build. The last of the walls are coming off, and then I move on to the ceiling. And finally, we can start to see the condition of the van. Rust is the biggest issue on one of these old vans, and we have a few bad spots, but generally no rust on the inside. We also discovered this van has been extended at some point in its life. The van is originally from Holland. The army green on the inside suggests it was some kind of a military van, but at some point it was converted into a camper, and at this point we think is when it was extended. You can see the difference between the yellow and the green paint on the inside, where different sheets of metal have been used to extend the van. I also found lots of cables running through the gutters. Anything to do with the camper electrics, like lights and sockets and things, I rigged out, as I will be putting a complete new system in later. But some of these cables I think are to do with an extra alarm or a hazard light system, or some kind of construction lights. I'm not sure what the system was, but it appears to all be linked to the orange light that we had on the dash. But I do want to make sure I don't disconnect anything like indicators or brake lights. There might be a pain to get working again later. But as you can see, I've removed a huge amount of cables from the bus. Some I'll be able to reuse, but for safety, most of them will be completely replaced. And now, finally, an almost empty van. We still need to remove all the flooring to check the frame underneath, but all the walls and ceiling have been removed, along with the old insulation, and we're really happy with the condition of the van. Some parts of the gutter where the roof joins the walls are pretty bad, and there are a few points where water's gotten in and caused some damage, but nothing I cannot fix myself with fiberglass, and there's definitely no structural welding needed. I also have a few holes to fill in the roof where the old bathroom vents were, but this shouldn't be too difficult either. So this is where I'll end this video. Make sure to join us next week as we finish the strip down and start removing all the rust and prepping for paint. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.